So, you're looking for your next favorite indie game? Then this is the right video for you! I'll show you all of the awesome games that I have been playing, and I'm sure there'll be something in here for you as well. Stay around to hear about my super extra favorite this month! Let's start off with The Invincible. This is a hard-boiled science fiction story game that probably should be described as a walking simulator. And I'm so sad that that description gets such a bad rap as a non-game, because The Invincible is incredible, especially if you are a science fiction fan. It's based on a novel of the same name by Stanislav Lem. Yasna wakes up on a foreign planet with no memory of what has happened. Not only is she not on the research vessel she was on, her entire crew is missing as well. This game has such a fascinating mystery, really good voice acting, and does ask you to pay attention in order to get the ending you desire. It was a real gem to start off the month, and again, if you like science fiction stories, please go play The Invincible. We don't get that many games in our genre that are as good as this one. Moving on to Strange Horticulture, a little puzzle game of which I have played a staggering amount this year, and I'm still not tired of them. As the owner of the Strange Horticulture shop in a fantastical medieval setting, you need to identify extremely cool designed plants and figure out their properties with the help of your notebook. You'll find new plants in different areas, new book pages to match to those plants, and on the site you also help or hinder a murder investigation. There are different endings to explore and over 70 plans to identify. It's a ton of fun, can be a bit mean in its clues, but it's never unfair. And I love this roughly 5-hour game. If, like me, you can't get enough of puzzling games and this one hasn't hit your library yet, now's the chance! In Whispers of a Machine, you are Vera, an agent of the Central Bureau. Vera lives in a post-AI world. Advanced technology is mostly forbidden, unless it's to enhance human detectives like our no-nonsense protagonist. She has special augmentations that help her in her investigation, and you can get more powers along the way. The nature of those powers is dependent on dialogue choices you make. In general, this is a point-and-click adventure, but as you've already heard, it has some fun twists on its gameplay that definitely make it stand out. I found the story to be very interesting. I really wanted to know what was happening and who the killer or killers were. The voice acting is pretty good as well, adding another bonus point. Midnight Girl is also a point-and-click adventure game. A little easier on the mechanics though. It's more about exploration and the story instead of solving puzzles. And that's just fine with me. The writing is solid, could be a bit strong in points, but it was a cute little heist team-up that we got with Monique and the mysterious Night Owl. This is set in 60s Paris and very much inspired by heist movies and comics that use this setting. I love the art style, it felt unique and was a real standout. The locations are gorgeous and exciting to explore, and I never felt lost. Monique worked as a main character, the antagonists were appropriately evil, and the story never overstayed its welcome. I had big expectations going into American Arcadia, and I can honestly say that they have been exceeded. This game has popped up on my radar every once in a while over the course of the last year, and I always hoped it would live up to its promise. And it certainly did! While I experienced some technical hiccups, that never detracted me from having fun. Playing as both Trevor and Angela was such a genius move, and I do hope this gameplay twist catches on and we see more of these two protagonist games with distinct gameplay. The story is hilarious and heartfelt and has fantastic pacing. It also goes hard for Disney and the corporate structure. You love to see it. Please play American Arcadia. Thank you to my wonderful editor, the Potato Witch. And now, ladies, gents, and royals, we get to my favorite game of the last month, and it is Genesis Noir. A big thank you to Double Jump Communications for taking a chance on me and providing me with a key. I very much appreciate it. What do you get when you put jazz, crime noir, and astrophysics into a pot and stir? This game for sure. And since that probably bears some explanation, I will get right to it. Genesis Noir is an interactive fiction game with a beautiful hand-drawn art style that looks like the most artsy graphic novel come to life. There's no dialogue here. Well, almost no dialogue, but you only get that towards the end. And you play as a nameless man in a 1940s setting. Or at least that's what you might think. Actually, you're a being before time itself. Before the Big Bang. That's something you realize when you go to see the woman you have been having some sort of relationship with and witness her murder by the hands of a disgruntled jazz trumpet player. You still with me? Good. This murder is what triggers the Big Bang, but you want to keep this murder and the Big Bang from happening. So you go on a journey through time and space to try and find a solution. I know this sounds very weird. And it is, but it's also brilliant and captivating. Gameplay-wise, it is what the package says, interactive fiction, so you mostly follow along with the story and press buttons every once in a while. This is about the journey. I'm totally fine with reduced gameplay if it means a good story, and that's 100% what I got here. You meet different people along the way. Some will come back to haunt you, others are just temporary companions. You will also learn more about yourself, the femme fatale you have fallen for, and the young disillusioned trumpet player. Genesis Noir is beautiful, meaningful, and a true piece of art. And if you're looking for more games to play, I have the video for you right here.